Gentleman that you got to meet earlier before we went on break, who had a fantastic spoken word, even as we celebrate Mother's Day, is here in studio, and we get to chit-chat with him just a little bit. Jeff Mbidi is the artist behind it. Jeff, thank you so much for your time this morning. That was a beautiful piece. Tell me about how you create your spoken word pieces. Do you sit down? What inspires you?
I guess it's day-to-day life, you know. You look at things that go on. Yeah, sometimes you're inspired by your mother, you know. You write something about what's going on about your mother.
Today's Mother's Day. Yeah, just life.
Yeah.
And how long did it take for you to write that piece?
I think it took me like 2 days.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a rush, you know.
That was a rushed piece?
Yeah, I didn't know it was Mother's Day. It was just an abrupt thing.
So it's Mother's Day.
Yeah.
What are you doing for your mother today?
My mother. Today I want to cook chapati. Big time.
You can cook chapati,
Yeah,
Jeff.
I can try.
You can try?
Yeah.
Tell me about your relationship with your mom. Describe it for me.
My relationship with my mother has been a big inspiration to my life, you know. She has stood with me. My mother is like my next best friend. She's my next half, you know. From the day I started even my spoken word, she knows what to do, to tell me, the kind of advice she does. You know what mothers do. Yeah, the kind of discipline to give you. Yeah.
Okay.
That's my mother.
That's your mother?
Yeah.
And I'm sure you'd do anything for her.
I'll do anything for her.
What's the biggest thing that you have secretly tucked inside? Hopefully she's not watching, so she doesn't know, that you want to do for your mom in the future.
The biggest thing, I think I want to be the best thing she wants me to be.
Oh, wow.
That will be the best thing.
For you to be the best thing?
Yeah, I'll be the best she wants me to. Yeah, I'll be her dream, you know, the reality.
The reality.
Yeah.
Let's move now away from Mother's Day, and I want to now focus on what you do. When did you become a spoken word artist?
Yeah, I was temporarily writing lines, but someone once told me that unaweza andika spoken word, you can do something, you can write something. Yeah, so you write a piece, then I get in touch with my friends and we went to theater. Then one day I wrote something about, I remember my first piece was about, I think, urban development.
Oh, wow. Your first spoken word piece was on urban development.
But I can't still recall it well. So they told me, this is it. Yeah, and that's how I started.
How old were you at that time?
Last year.
Just last year?
Yeah.
And that's how you now started cultivating your love for spoken word?
I've started going on with that pace.
What do you want to do with this talent that you have?
The spoken word, I want to speak word, you know. I want to make sure word is like, I want to make sure word gets to speak more than our actions. I want to make sure that every feelings I get to express, and what can I say? That word, as in this word, I want to write poetry. I want to express everything that people can't express. You see, there are people who can't speak for themselves. Yeah.
So you want to speak for them through your spoken word?
Through my spoken word. Speak about God, speak about love, speak about everything.
Away from spoken word and you being an artist, what else do you do? Are you still in the same atmosphere of entertainment, in the artist industry?
Okay, I'm currently doing music at Kasanga School.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. As I wait to join college. Yeah.
So at some point you will emerge both your music and your spoken word?
At some point I'll emerge something like an acoustic thing.
Ooh.
Yeah. So maybe form a band or maybe do something acoustic. Yeah.
Right.
Fuse with music with time. Yeah.
Okay, now let's go back to now Mother's Day, because today's show is special and it's for Mother's Day. And you had an amazing piece that you had written. And there's one line that really got my attention, where you say she has 2 hands. One is to hold the world and the other is to?
Raise a generation.
To raise a generation. You say that your mother has been quite the biggest influence for you.
Yeah.
In what ways has she been able to mold you into the man that you are today?
In what ways? You see, a mother will show you the ways to go. A mother will tell you this is not way, this is not right. Sometimes she may seem like she's too much on you, too much pressure on you. But with time, you remember the words of your mother and you see, man, it was true. I think the kind of the advice your mother gives you, the kind of the moral impact she has on you, that's what a mother does.
Have you and your mom always had, should I say, a blissful relationship?
Yeah, we had a blissful relationship. Sometimes my mother gives me some lines, you know. Like yesterday, I remember she was talking about Mary Mother Magdalene, and I was like, my mother can do poetry.
Your mother can do poetry?
She's picking lines.
And she is, oh, that is beautiful.
Yeah.
So she's also influenced your writing.
Yeah, you see, word and poetry is more about life. the going on things.
Right.
So if you can get in touch with your feelings and put words down, I think that's how poetry is alive.
I'm asking you what's your favorite spoken word piece you've ever done.
Yeah.
It's like asking someone to choose their favorite musician. But I'm sure you can paint for me one or two spoken word pieces that till today you still love them.
I can recall one.
Okay, it was about?
It was about more of inspiring it was more about the day-to-day life, you know, like don't give up, push on, yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And you've only been doing this for like a year alone?
Yeah, it's more like a year. I got serious with 1 year. Let's say the other time was like joking. Yeah.
And it's something that you want to do in the long term?
Something I want to do as long as my breath gives me time.
Oh my goodness, that is so beautiful. So I'd love for you, for the sake of our audience who just joined us after the break, I want you to repeat for us that spoken word that you just did when we were going on break. Okay. I want you to save the second one. I want you to save the second one for when we come back, all right? Yeah. So just where you're seated and your camera is that one right there, the one that you started with. For those guys, our audience viewers who are just coming in, this is as we are celebrating Mother's Day.
Okay. When your mother says something like, hii nyumba nimekuwa napigia mbuzi gitaa, si ndio? Then this is what you should say. Say nothing. You see, mothers will beat you up because you don't cry when you're beaten. And they'll still find your crying as a reason for beating you again. I have a mother, a mom who is so good at raising things. She'll raise your fees, raise you up well, raise the curtains, raise stories every night, and when you're old enough to raise her fingers at her, she'll raise her hands heavy on you, raise her temper and make sure it's taller than your attitude. The kind of woman who will force you to carry your own water so you can value every drop. A woman who understands that sweet things are hidden. So she hides juice, hides the remote control, hides peace when she comes from work. A woman who will promise you heaven and end up taking you to church. The kind of woman who will hold the world with her hands and everything that passes through her against shape. A woman who was not afraid of growing old, walking like italics because she lived an upright life. You see, Mungu alisema, wahenga walisema, uchungu wa mwana ujua ni mzazi. Mama, Mungu alikupatia mikono mbili, moja ya kubeba dunia, ingine ya kubeba kizazi. Mama, kama ni kazi, si mama ngilo ameprove charity wanza nyumbani. Na kama ni nguvu, ni single mothers wangapi wameteka step further. Na kama ni kujinyima, si mama Olieche ameprove charity wanza nyumbani. Unajua mama amekuwa ni kama kanga siku hizi anabeba excess. Mom nipe this, mom nipe that, mom anapewa stress. Unajua mom with a heart of a feminine heart of a true warrior. A woman will fold a fist ready to fight for what belongs to her. She will rise every morning with her own sweat, ready to build an empire. She's the kind of woman you should call a mother. Then that's a mother. Happy Mother's Day.